This video is going to be showing you how to set up a Facebook carousel advert. So this is just an example of what the advert will look like on Facebook. It's got a nice caption there. As you can see, all the photos fit nicely within the square. Each listing has a title and it has a learn more button which goes through to that specific listing. These in the property industry are very useful for booking viewings, and they're very engaging for the customer because on their phone they can swipe across rather than just seeing an advert. Also allows you to put a link through to each individual property. Let's get to it. On this screen here I've got Canva up. So Canva, Ads Manager, and then the client. I have a list here of all the properties that need to be on this carousel. A carousel has a maximum of 10 properties. So what I do is I go through this list and I go through the website and I take all the photos that I need. I'll generally look for a nice bedroom shot. There we go. Living room, kitchen, and a bathroom usually, if I can find one. Yeah, that one's a bit nicer. So I pick 4 nice photos and then I'll go on to Canva and I have this pre-made template. I'll leave this as a template in the link below, so you can just drop it into your Canva account. These look great on the finished product. So yeah, I just drop some photos into here. Probably don't put the bathroom first actually. As you're going along, it is quite useful to copy the URL, just because when you're actually making the advert later on, it's a lot easier. To make a comment, you just tap this little icon here. So yeah, I'm just going to repeat this process for all the remaining properties. So I now have all the listings put into one file on Canva. So there's 10 images because you can only have a maximum of 10. And on each image, I've added a link just to make it easy for me when I'm putting the ad together on Facebook Ads Manager. So now we're on Ads Manager. What I'll do is I'll go to the Create button. I'll go on to Traffic. I'll go on to Manual Traffic Campaign. A good way to look at it is this is General Settings, this is slightly more specific settings, and then this is very specific settings. So this is General, the ad set level, and then the ad level, which will be the actual visual of the ad. And it's good to label everything you do in Ads Manager because when it comes through on invoices and stuff, it makes it a lot easier to read. So on the campaign level, what we're going to do, since this is for an estate agent, we're going to be selecting the housing category. This does offer quite a lot of limitations, however, it needs to be done. If you don't do this, your ad will be rejected and you will have to redo it. So the campaign details are buying type is auction, and then we're going for traffic. You can also do other types of campaign objectives, but for this we're just trying to drive traffic to our website. So once we've set this, we don't need to do a A/B split test for this or the advantage campaign budget because we're going to be doing it at the ad set level. So here is when you select website. So we're going to be pushing through to a website. So we would select this. Obviously, if you want to bring in phone calls or Instagram messaging apps, you can select this here. A lot of people now would go with maximum number of link clicks. However, this is going to show it to people that are just likely to click, not necessarily likely to actually have interest in what the page is. So put this on a budget of £3 a day. I'm going to start this on the 11th and I'm going to set an end date of exactly a month ahead. Okay, you can adjust the budget so it increases during stuff like opening hours. However, a lot of people are viewing these properties in the evening or late at night, so I tend to just leave this how it is. So this is where we can define the audience. Yeah, I'll leave it at 17 because what this does is it will target people that are within this location and that have also been within this location within a certain amount of time. So for university students, this is perfect because it means that people that are here now will get the advert, and then people that have been here, you know, in say September or something for the open day, they will also get this advert. We can't change the age because we defined the category as housing. However, we can put detailed targeting on. If I was doing it for a general estate agent, I would do it as home appraisals, or housing. But since it's students, what I'm going to do is the higher education category. So this is where we select the identity. So this is the Facebook page, this is the Instagram account. So what we're going to be doing is a carousel. Click on add image cards, and if I download this file, all pages, PNG. So I now have all my images in a document like this. So upload all those images into here. If you go on see all, you can see all 10, and then you can grab all 10 in one. Continue, and then this will bring in all of your carousel cards. Okay, so this is when, if you remember, I was talking about the link. This is when it becomes useful. Here I will put the amount of rooms. So 5 rooms. I'm going to leave the description blank because the more information you put on this is more of a distraction for them not to click on learn more. So yeah, I'll keep this nice and simple. Okay, so now we have the completed carousel cards. 10 out of 10 have been added, so we've used them all. Each photograph goes through to each listing. The link's set, and then the headlines are set, nice and simple, what property it is and how many rooms it is. Add a card at the end with your profile picture, which is great. It's just a nice little finish to the carousel advert. I don't know how well you can see this, but yeah, that's what it looks like. And then we have our primary text. So I've used ChatGPT to put together this primary text, which is the caption which goes above the imagery, including obvious instructions on how to progress. So in this case, it's tapping learn more. I'll include that within the primary text just to give people some guidance. You can put an instant form if you wanted to collect people's information, which can be very useful. For this specifically, I'm trying to give as minimal options as possible, just so they see the caption, they see the property and the number of rooms, and then they go straight through to the listing. So for tracking, this is very important. I'll make another video on how to set these up. So you've got to select the right business and click publish. Now this will publish, and it will probably take around about an hour, and then hopefully it should get approved. And once it's running, you can monitor the performance within and then this gives you a real indicator of how well your ads are performing, and you can then adjust them accordingly. I hope this video helped. If you want to see more stuff like this, please leave a comment below on what you'd like to see. I'm aware that this is quite specific to student properties, but a lot of these ads can be used in generic estate agents for booking viewings, or booking valuations, and other businesses like maintenance companies, restaurants, cocktail bars. Carousel advert is a really, really powerful way of engaging with people on social media and driving traffic through to a website or wherever the end result may be. I'm going to make a lot more videos like this in the future. Hopefully they'll be a bit better quality. Obviously just getting started out with all this, so please excuse the budget setup. But yeah, much. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and comment if you enjoyed the video. Thank you.